Escape the dungeon!
Hello, everybody. This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Mike Cripps, and I will be your master of ceremonies. And I am joined by four mystifying players. Zach Brass.
That's me.
Dom Brass.
That is me.
Nate Brass.
That's me. What's up, Internet?
And Tyler Knittle.
Did you say Minternet?
Each season, we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season, we are playing Urban Shadows 2nd Edition, a Powered by the Apocalypse game published by Magpie Games. Guys, a pretty simple question from me this week. I want to start with Nate. Nate, what are you planning?
Just like in general, or
Yeah, just in general.
What?
what are you scheming?
Yeah, you've got your schemes, you guys. You're all little schemers.
Yes. No, I mean, I'm sure everyone here has got some plotting going on.
Yeah. You've got your viziers that you're talking to. No, I was just
Nice.
I was thinking like before the start of the recording, we were talking generally about like what are your characters planning to do, but everybody's got plans in their lives, right? Maybe you got like a trip that's coming up, an event. You know, what are you planning right now?
My plan right now is to become a better performer. I've been taking improv classes. I feel like they've been helping a lot in like just how I think of the scene, how I frame the scene, and making me just even funnier, which I know didn't seem possible, but it is, guys. You're welcome. It is.
Yeah, you've been taking those for a little while now, right?
Yeah, since around the start of the year.
Do you feel like they're working? Like, are you zip zap zopping more these days?
I have been zip zap zopping more than I would have thought. But yeah, I definitely think it helps in just like seeing the scene before you, and like I've read through a couple different improv books on it, and just like, yeah, it's like a different way to see entertainment, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. It's like when you're writing a book and it's like, oh wow, I thought of D&D in a completely different way.
Very cool, Nate. Tyler, what are you planning?
I'm planning to get caught up on editing our podcast.
Good answer.
You'd be proud of it.
Oh yeah, I'm on episode 30 right now. I'm almost there.
Well, this is
I'll have
32, so good job.
Yeah, we're getting there. So I have those in the bank to take my goddamn computer and fix it and or replace it. I'm planning to renew my driver's license, get my vehicle inspected.
Gotta get those real IDs, you guys.
Yeah. Because now, and if you don't, you need a passport to fly domestically. Papers, please. Fucking ridiculous, man.
Yeah, when I was flying recently on my way back home to Chicago, when I was passing through the TSA, they're like, reminder, you need your real ID in like 2 weeks that have long passed since that happened. And definitely by the time this episode comes out, and hey, audience, I have not yet gotten my real ID.
Nope. Nice.
That has not been a part of my plans recently. But I've got a passport, so whatever.
You know what? The funny thing is it's actually on my list of plans, but I just didn't do it last Wednesday.
What else are you planning, Zach?
Like,
what are you scheming?
I need to go to the dentist. That's on my list. It's more of a list of errands than schemes.
Yeah, but if you think about them as schemes, as machinations, yeah,
they are more fun. I might do them more. I don't have the list in front of me. It's in my living room. It's a literal written list of do these things on your day off. And then this last day off, I was like, you know what? I got this whole list, but I'm not going to do it this time. I'll do it next time.
What did you do instead?
Oh, I did not do much. I went for a walk, a pretty long walk.
That's always nice. I should add take a long walk to my list of plans. The biggest list in my life is, and this is very me, you guys will probably make fun of me once I say this.
Books.
A spreadsheet?
Books.
No, I could put it in a spreadsheet. It's currently just in my OneNote. But I consistently have the next 15 to 20 books I plan to read.
What did I say? Books.
Listed out ahead of time. And I'm
15 to 20 is crazy, dude.
That's a lot.
It is a lot. I check them off as I go. I like keep my entire list from year to year. I'm actually a little behind on my list now that I'm looking at it. I'm currently reading my 21st book of the year, and my list goes through 34, so I'm gonna need to add some more to that in the future here.
You've read 21 books this year.
Well, I've read 20. I'm on my 21st. Come on.
In 5.5 months?
Yes, that's correct.
Man.
And that's not counting audiobooks I've listened to. I don't track those the same way.
Well, we've had that discussion. Audiobooks don't count. I think that was season 1. Oh no, that
was a season 1
season?
banter. Go check out our Scum and Villainy series to get my hot take about audiobooks.
I've never planned out anything that many in advance. Nothing. In my life. I
planned that far in advance. I just don't go in that order, so it doesn't really help.
No. You know? There's no...
It's like I planned for something that's never occurred.
There's no task
in 10 years
that in which I've got like, okay, here are the next 20 steps.
Well, I mean, there's a reason I do this. I don't know if it's worth getting into.
Is it a really cool and exciting reason that our viewers need to know about? I think
so.
Or our listeners need to know about?
Well, you have to tell us.
Well, you better tell them.
So a few years ago, I made a conscious decision that I wanted to read more by a more diverse list of authors, and so I put together a list of self-enforced rules for how I read. And so I don't read more than 3 books in a row that are written by a man, or more than 3 books in a row written by an American or a white person, so I'm really forcing myself to read from, different identities and different nationalities and more translated stuff. Really cool, right? Like I said. And so
you keep finding yourself drawn to books written by white American men, and you have to put them later in the pile. I get it.
I mean, unironically, yeah, that's how literature is taught in schools, and so because of that, I really deliberately plan out my books in advance to make sure that I'm hitting the quote unquote metrics that I want to. So that's my plan. Dom, what are you planning these days?
Wow, I really got absorbed in your plan. I kind of lost train of thought for a second there, but basically I was gonna teach cartography to seals so they could map the uncharted seas.
That doesn't seem real.
What steps are you taking for
super
that?
real.
He's putting sonar in their head.
There you go.
It's experimental.
Recently, I came into possession of a book that won't help me with the seals at all. But my friend wrote a book, so I'm going to read that.
Cool.
And apparently, it's saucy, and it has
Give
dragons
him a
in it.
shout out, Dom.
Saucy dragons, huh?
I will, but I want to return to the book when I've actually read more into it.
You should still just.
So you don't
first
want to
couple
give him a
pages.
shout out now in case the book is bad?
Yeah, no, it might be
just
awful.
give your friend a shout out.
No, I don't want him to know. He listens to this podcast.
He's gonna call you when this releases and be like, "Dude, what the
Yeah,
fuck?"
now you're making it even worse. I don't want to say his name, even though
Love you,
he
Jacob.
is one of the only people who's going to hear it. Whatever.
So Dom's
We love you,
Dom's-
Jacob. Your book is
Dom's
amazing.
current plan is to give a shout out to a friend of his in presumably like 20 episodes.
How
That
long's
was
the book?
Yeah, that was
Like 150 pages more?
I don't remember. It was like 200
All
pages.
right.
that.
Let's see
like
how far he makes
an
it. Let's
okay amount of
let's see,
pages.
podcast. We can track how long it takes Dom to read this book.
Okay, fine. Fuck you guys. I'll read it
I
fast
think we should
then.
move on from our own individual plans to what your characters are planning to do next, because there's a lot of mysteries and a lot of possibilities. Previously on Urban Shadows. At Mammon's demonic casino, the group got into a scuffle with the Red Vineyard vampires. It was broken up when Vinny, aka Vincent Van Gogh, and his girlfriend Hannah, aka Dale's ex-wife, confronted the group. After being kicked out of the casino, everyone went their separate ways. Ezra and Bobby discussed taking down Azrael now that he was no longer Ezra's patron. Chris discovered that the one split in two, an enigmatic figure, might be a former leader of the powers that be, and the target of a magical reality warping coup from within the faction. Dale talked to his parents about his love life and learned that he might need to work on his communication skills. Nate, you said that you had a scene in mind that you wanted to start with, so why don't we do that?
I think the scene would probably start with Chris working in her sanctum and Ezra barging in.
Ezra fully Kramers into the sanctum.
Loudly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was a perfect reference.
Chris!
The audience laughs and applauds.
I'll put in a little audience in there later.
Chris waits for the audience applause to die down a little bit.
Yes. Escape the Dungeon is filmed before a live studio audience.
Ezra, Ezra, what's up?
Chris, I think we got to talk about something.
Yeah, what's up? You seem real hopped
You're
up
looking
on
for-
sex
Hi,
song.
Ezra.
Unfortunately.
I'm out of jail now.
Oh, hey, what's going on? How are you? You're back. That's right. I forgot. Oh, look, it's great to see you. Okay, look. Sorry to interrupt you and Celeste's, catch up time. I see the Sanctum's, a little supposed to be the private place, but this is really important, Chris. The one split in two.
Yeah, one split in two. That's who we're looking for. Trying to figure out some information. That doesn't seem like something you would have remembered that I told you. Where'd you learn about it?
Well, look, the one split in two.
Yeah.
I need to find him. He's got a soul I'm looking for.
Oh no, he has your best friend's soul.
Yeah. So look, we need to hurry that up because otherwise my sister's gonna probably screw me over for not doing the jobs she asked me to do, which was finding his soul.
Did I know that your sister has your soul now?
Oh. Well, yes. I don't know if I told you, but it's complicated. Anyway, look, the point is...
I don't think you did. Whoa, that's...
Yeah, it's a little crazy.
Whoa, so your sister's a demon now, huh?
No, she's not
That
a demon.
sucks.
She better not be a demon. If she's a demon, I'm going to kick her ass.
Chris, Celeste leans over to you and whispers, I think she's probably a demon now.
I'm like most definitely, right? That's what... Never mind.
Yeah, I mean, if she has his soul, I mean, like...
We'll break it soon when the time comes. All right. Ezra, this is perfect timing, I guess. I was just about to speak with Adrian from the Powers That Be, about, what she knows about this guy, because he used to be part of the Powers That Be. So maybe she has more information on what happened to him, where he is, and if he, like your sister, is a demon now.
Yeah. So, well, let's find out about all that. Okay, look. I just need to figure out where this guy is split into, however many of them there are, and steal back some of those souls. Maybe multiple. Maybe I can, free a bunch of people while we're there. Fuck it. I hate people that collect souls.
That's a good thing to hate.
That is a very reasonable stance to take.
Yeah, totally understand. I wouldn't say hate. But I do think it's pretty.
I do.
Hate is a very strong
I frown
word,
upon
you
it,
guys.
for sure. Very strong.
Ezra's got some personal feelings towards the subject.
Well, maybe Ezra just needs a little more perspective. Okay.
I just can't understand why you can't just engage the people who collect other souls in like meaningful debate.
Yeah.
Why does it?
Like really, if you won't talk to them, aren't you the soul sucking monster? Like, I kind of think it's on you, isn't it?
I think there's problems on both sides.
Yeah. Okay.
No, look.
Wow.
Look, it's your civic duty to punch a soul-sucking demon.
We'll never have civility with this kind of attitude.
I don't know. Talking about all this hate kind of sounds like you're the fascist.
Look, if fascists hate soul collectors, then call me a fascist.
He was like, the only famous fascists I could think of are not okay. And I'm not
ones
gonna
that I'm
say
gonna
those guys.
Well, I don't want to be him.
Just name one of the good fascists. Anyway.
All right, ready for this meeting? Let's go.
So you get in touch with Adrian, and she's like immediately kind of, I think, peeved with you, Chris, because like you got in touch with her right after you heard about Nigel's death, and then like never followed up with her. So she's like, Chris, what has been going on? It's been days, okay? Do you know how much, like, shit is going on within the powers right now?
I am imagining quite a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, quite a lot. That's a great way to put it. What have you been doing? What's going on?
Well, I've been looking into stuff, trying to figure out what's happening, and I keep coming upon this name, and I was like, I figured you would be able to perfectly help me out and, solve this problem where, it seems like people are trying to cause the end of the world. Did you know that?
I mean, someone's always trying to cause the end of the world.
I know, but they seem closer than usual. There you go. This time.
What have you found out? What? Don't talk in riddles right now, Chris. There's so much going on. Just be straight with me. What's going on?
Okay, I'm going to say what it might sound like gibberish to you, but just listen to it, and then if anything piques your interest, we can go from there. 4 phantoms, lost long ago, but still lingers. The heretic, the one split in 2.
There is a noticeable pause when you finish speaking. She's like, I can't believe that you were bringing that up right now. And you can tell she is about to hang up on you unless you stop her.
Right now, because it is what's important. It has something to do with Nigel's death. It has something to do with everything that's been going wrong. And look, I listened to you when shit was going down. You owe me now, and I just need answers.
So yes, Adrian owes you a debt because you agreed to go along with her attempted power play. And so you were trying to cash that in right now so that she will basically give you the time to talk about this.
Yes.
Okay, Chris. But we can't have this conversation over the phone.
Let me know where, and I can meet you there.
I'll come to you.
Oh, that's perfect.
And the call disconnects, and within half an hour, Adrian is at your place. When you greet her, she seems super strung out on caffeine, right? She has just been pounding espresso, for the past couple days. And she's clearly distraught, clearly under a lot of stress. But she shows up, and when you answer the door, she immediately starts heading towards the sanctum.
Ezra, do you wanted to figure out more about this guy? You coming?
Yeah, no, I follow him down.
And the 3 of you head into the sanctum, and she is just glancing around and exasperated. Do you remember when we first met, Chris? I told you that I used some back ways to get into the sanctum.
Yes.
Well, the sanctum is a lot bigger than you realize. It leads to a lot of places. When I was in your position, when I was the keeper of the sanctum, I spent a lot of time exploring it, and doing that is how I uncovered that name. It's a name we're not supposed to know, Chris. It's a name that our predecessors tried to erase from history.
Ooh.
It seems they weren't entirely successful. And when I was doing my exploring, When I stumbled upon it, it led me to a back room within the sanctum that I think isn't supposed to exist anymore. It scared me, Chris, and frankly, it should scare you too. But if you are dead set on this, I can show you the way there, but I am not going in with you.
Yeah, that sounds awesome and also terrifying, but also kind of awesome. Are you ready for this, Ezra?
Chris, I was born ready for this kind of shit. Exploring secret rooms inside of your house. This is some Narnia shit, man.
Inside the magic cave inside my house.
Yeah.
So Adrian, she leads you like down a hallway of the sanctum, and it seems to stretch out like as you descend. And, you know, the hallway leads you to a set of stairs that you've never been down before, Chris. And you go down the stairs, and that leads you into another hallway that has like countless doors. And she leads you through one door, and there's another like full library. And you like keep descending down these offshoots. And the further you get, like, the more decrepit things are. The bookshelves that make up this area of the sanctum are like falling apart. There's spider webs. There's this scent of mildew in the air. The lights in here start becoming duller and flickering until you are in near total darkness, and the floor starts being like broken up, like you're moving through rubble. And all at once, almost, it's less like you're in your home. It's less like you're in your sanctum, but now in like a cave system. And the bookshelves are replaced with paintings on the walls of these caves.
This is so cool.
And you descend further and further until you come across an opening in the cave wall that is surrounded by runes and glyphs. And there's no doorway, it's just an opening. But from within the opening, it is total darkness and an unearthly chill that is radiating from it.
What is this place?
Is this where you were talking about? This is the room? The scary room?
And she can barely speak, looking into this darkness. Yes. This is as far as I go, Chris. If you need to know more about the one split in two, this is where you want to be.
Just turn to Chris and like, you ready?
Whew. It's a lot scarier when you're looking at it, you know?
You need me to go first? Protect you?
No, because if, I don't know, something happens and you turn evil the moment you walk through the door, I don't want to deal with that.
Oh, don't worry, Chris. I'm already evil.
Keep telling yourself that. Chris is going to walk through.
Chris walks through, and Ezra, to you, it is like she just entirely disappears, enveloped in the darkness in this cave opening.
All right. I step in after her.
And then the boss music starts.
Yeah, right? Traverse through the mist.
Yeah, traverse the mist.
I hope you guys are ready to do some dodge rolling, some parrying.
Bro, I was born ready, okay?
Someone change the difficulty easy.
This game doesn't have difficulties.
Ugh.
Get good.
Yeah, you gotta get good.
Ugh.
Yeah, we're gonna do this episode like 20, 30 times in a row until you're finally able to
Nice.
succeed it.
You're gonna lose all your XP a few times, but
It's gonna be really hard.
Okay, genuinely, we need to do something like that at some point. Not 30 times. That would be insane.
Absolutely not.
All right.
Here's a really hard boss battle.
We'll
if you
workshop
TPK.
it, but whatever.
So Ezra and Chris disappear into this room that should not exist. And let's cut over to Bobby and Dale.
Bobby and Dale.
Bobby and Dale.
They're best friends, but not really.
Wow.
Dale doesn't like that Bobby does drugs.
Bobby really likes to do drugs.
That's not true.
He only kind of likes it.
so Bobby and I are gonna seek out Barkon in hopes of finding someone a little further down the chain of command there who deals sand, and hope he squeals to our, I guess, new friend, Special Agent Arizona. So Arizona can share information regarding Nigel's death.
Right, yeah, because he said that he knows something about that from his investigations, but isn't ready to share it with you unless he knows he can trust you, and you can prove that he can trust you if you can get him in on the sand operation. So what's the plan here?
Okay, so I guess just for sake of keeping things simple, Bobby will explain to his good buddy Dale that he might be doing a little bit of work on the side with Barkon.
What?
Well, this is, you just kind of assumed the information, so I figured I'd just give it to you.
We just got Azrael
so-
out of our hair. Now you're bringing another demon into this? Come on, man.
Well, yeah, but like, I brought a demon to deal with another demon. I look, I'd appreciate just keep an eye out for now, but we can get an in through Barkon. So I don't really have a great way to contact him other than doing drugs. So
You want me to trip sit for you while you contact a demon?
yes.
Dale's going to go to his kit and get some Narcan ready.
Based.
Is it magic Narcan?
Yeah, I got it from the Fae
Oh, let's
doctor
hope so.
Okay,
There
cool.
you go.
at the Fae market.
The Faemacy.
Yes.
Nice, dude. Nice.
yes. We went to the Faemacy.
Quick cut to just an exasperated fairy in a lab coat, like working at a CVS.
It's just like a regular size CVS, but he's a tiny little fairy. He's just exhausted.
Has to fly and heft over the pill bottles.
That one's all the way in the back.
Cut back to Dale with his magical Narcan at the ready.
Okay. I take out a little package of little pocket drugs that I obviously have, of pocket sand,
Pocket sand.
and I do the sand.
Just the regular sand, right? Not the black sand.
Not the
That was
psycho
so
shit, no. That is such bad news. Absolutely
okay.
not.
As you use the sand, mark corruption and roll with spirit.
I rolled a 4 or 8. Rolled an 8.
An 8, okay. You will not owe Barkhan an additional debt. The high will grant you +1 forward, so you can add a +1 to any roll you make while you are high. And you can feel that like smoky sensation of the high spreading through your body of Barkhan's influence trying to get a hold of you. Now you're able to keep his direct control at bay because of your role, but you do get the sense that he's there with you in this moment.
Hey, Barkhan, I feel your presence.
My stash is a little low.
Yeah, sure. My stash is low. Who can hook me up, Barkhan?
So you wouldn't play this. Okay.
No, I know. This is so dangerous. This is such a bad idea. We should just ask him to give up one of his guys.
All right.
I mean,
All right.
Go with whichever direction you want to go.
That was my plan. But like Tyler, if you think your plan's better, we'll do your plan. But
I just didn't know what your plan was.
oh yeah, no, my plan is ask Barkhan if
Straight up ask him to give up one of his guys.
Yeah,
Yeah, sure. Go for it. I'm about it.
Barkhan. We we're juggling a lot of problems. A lot of stuff is going on. We've got some important information with the feds. We just need to give someone
Did you say the feds?
Yeah, why are you telling a drug dealer you're working with cops?
The call ends. Click. No.
Nice.
No.
Well, no, he's a demon. He can, he's not a bitch. He can stand with this. Look, it's a simple thing. It's just get some info, sync one of your low tier guys. Think of it as like Fady 2.0.
I always liked Fady. He was good at pushing product. But then he was killed.
Yeah, he wasn't so great at fighting, so that's something to think about. Just, he had a bodyguard too. He didn't do anything. That was useless.
And now, yes, the master of ceremonies might have underestimated the level of armor that a demon and a werewolf have, and didn't quite realize that just two guys with guns literally wouldn't be able to hurt you.
Yeah, it got pretty dark there a couple times.
And now you ask of me to give you another of my servants so that you can give him to the American government.
Just get some info and set up for our final, attack on the big man.
This would benefit us in taking down Azrael, you say?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
That is a straight up lie. So I would like you to roll with mind.
Come on, Bobby.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Bobby, oh.
I didn't know it was a straight up lie.
I mean,
But,
it
how
is.
is it
It is.
This plot line is totally unconnected from Azrael.
Oh no.
It's a hot 4.
No. No.
Four.
I can't even help you. Wait, you got +1 going forward. You can use that, and I can help you.
Well, help can only give a +1. So
Yeah, but that would only be a 6. God damn it, it's 7. Shit. Well, we're fucked.
Bobby,
Oh, fuck.
you tried to lie to me.
Okay.
I thought we had an accord.
I perceive this as being valuable for that ends because
How so? Explain it to me.
No, I'm not. I'm saying that, okay, I was perceiving it that way, but like obviously it does not translate that way. Like I see the error in my ways. I didn't mean to do this. This is a bad situation to be in.
Bobby is just dumber than he realized. He thought that he was helping.
Okay, let's maybe try and spin this if we can. Dom, explain to me what the connection that you were making is, because the rest of us were not.
Oh no. I don't think it was good. I just put myself in a bad situation is the only issue now. And I don't know how to fix it because I wasn't trying to lie, but I'm thinking about it and it's like, well, no, this isn't really connected. This is for a totally separate thing.
He just forgot.
Yeah.
It's more like Bobby
Well,
forgot.
it's more like I need to help my friends because they're pretty set on saving the world and, and that helps my interests,
Mm-hmm.
Our interests align. I'm not trying to justify myself to the GM, to be clear, okay? Like, you can attack me and destroy me. This is bad. I got a 4. I don't know what to do. Okay, I rolled a 4. I didn't mean to lie to him. Now I'm confused.
It just kind of slipped out.
It just happened.
Now we're in quite the pickle.
Okay, so I may have exaggerated the extent to how much this might actually benefit the Azrael thing. I was really more on my end. It would just make things easier. So that's on me.
Oh, Bobby. Lots of plates spinning. Oh, how easy it would be to drop them. But you are an amusing little thing. Perhaps it is in my interest to help you. What would one little dealer of sand be, now that we are preparing to take down our rival?
Right? Exactly. This is no time for, playing it safe. We got to make hard moves. We got to make them now.
We have to make them now. Yes.
I don't like this.
I don't like the sound of that.
I mean, it's not good, but this is way better than 4. This is 4. This is what I think happens when you hang out with demons. This is good. I don't know. He's always gonna laugh evil. See, it's just natural.
Very well, Bobby. I will give you one of my men for whatever purposes you may need. Once Azrael is dealt with, of course.
Right. Cool. And there's no way we could speed up the timeline on that. Just that this is a full after Azrael is dead, we get your guy.
Yes. You should have rolled better if you wanted it sooner.
No, that's fair. This is 4. That's the best I could possibly. Yeah, maybe we should have went with your plan. Dale just lied to him.
Oh, what? Oh, my plan?
You did get my delivery, didn't you?
Yeah, I got the magic sand.
So you have what you need. Or are you feeling a little nervous about the endeavor now that it draws nearer?
No, I got this. Everything's gonna go smoothly. I just want to make sure all our ducks are in a line before we shoot, you know?
All my ducks are precisely where they need to be. But if you feel that you need more ducks, I would be willing to provide them for a price.
What's the price?
You know, Bobby. The same it always is. More of you.
What could I get out of it this time? Will you give me your guy prior, or you're talking like weapons?
What do you want?
I want one of your dealers that I can hand over to the feds.
The price for that has already been made. But to help you against Azrael, more weapons, more power, more sand.
No, we have enough sand. We'll be okay with the sand.
Then get in touch when the job is done, and you shall receive what is agreed upon.
Okay. And you're not interested in joining the party? Yeah, dumb question.
He'll be with you in spirit, literally.
Nice. All right. Well, with that, I am satisfied in how much I just kind of bumbled that, and that didn't work exactly how we wanted it to. But hey,
I like how it worked out.
Dale
Me
is
too.
now up to speed on most of my scheming.
You all right, Bobby? You just been talking to yourself this whole time, but it sounded like it didn't go well.
It didn't go great. I kind of lied to the demon, so that wasn't good. But it's okay. So we're in an okay situation. Yeah, we're okay. Cause
Do you need the magic Narcan?
no, I think I'm okay. I think I'm all right. But unfortunately, we can't.
Do you have a tolerance now?
No, I'm just a little buzzed. Okay, I didn't do I'm fine. Okay, don't worry about it. Look, Dale, we couldn't get the guy until after we kill Azrael. So I can.
What?
Well, yeah. So that's the plan, is to kill Azrael. And that's obviously why I'm working with Barkon. I wouldn't, under normal circumstances. But yeah, so that's kind of the plan.
How did that end up happening?
What? Which part?
Bobby.
It's good. Ezra's on board. We're all good. We're all clean now. There's nothing to worry about.
Ezra thinks it's a good idea, so it's a good idea.
The guy could just pop up in your shower and you wouldn't even know he was there. I mean, and we're gonna kill a guy that could do that?
Well, yeah, he gave.
The guy makes like doors disappeared and fucked up a whole
Look,
hotel room.
I don't love the idea of having to do this either, but I have to do this. I have no choice.
I got my finger blown off fighting just like another guy, a guy with demon powers, but he was still just
you
a
don't have
guy.
to be, fully in there. Just, around for backup in case we need like a fire extinguisher or something.
Hey, yeah, I'll be rooting for you.
Just around, and then a little magic would be cool, and then I think Ezra can do the main bit. I'll just run around and Ezra stabby stab.
This is crazy, Bobby.
It is, but
I don't think it's something the four of us can do alone. I think we're gonna need some serious backup for this one.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just me because, I'm kind of useless in a fight. I'm not a werewolf or a demon or a magic person. I'm just Dale.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'll see what I can do.
So I don't think the three of you could do this on your own.
Yeah, that's probably true. But we can figure out an angle here.
While they're having this conversation, Dale just gets a text from Chris. Going into a magic room in the sanctum probably won't have service for a while.
Great. This is fine.
Shall we cut back over to Ezra and Chris?
Yeah.
The two of you walk through this cold, dark cave opening. And as you pass through the darkness, there's like a tangibility to it. Like it's like walking through like a layer of jello. Like it's kind of sticky and dense. But you pass out the other side. And you walk into a broken room, by which I mean there are floating segments of floor in a dark void. It's like someone has taken a study, an office, not terribly unlike the one that Chris has in her home, but it has been broken into many, many segments that are individually floating in a sea of nothingness.
Neat.
This is cool.
Chris, you can see that around like the most central of these floating segments, there are runes that have been etched into the ground. And it looks like if you were to somehow like bring these segments together, it would create a ring of these runes, like a circle of them.
Ooh, a puzzle.
You see that like one of these segments has like a very grand like mahogany desk on it. There are segments of bookshelves that have literally been like split in half but are still standing upright even though they shouldn't be able to. None of these segments are more than like a foot or two from each other, so there's not like these huge gaping voids, but you're able to like hop from one to the other.
We check it out. Obviously, I go around looking for stuff that's of interest.
Yeah, Sam, I wanna adjust these runes, turn it into the circle, and see what happens.
Yeah, how do you think you might be able to try and like bring these disparate pieces together to recreate this?
I think Chris would tap their staff on the ground and turn it back into its original staff form.
Mm-hmm.
And use some telekinetic powers with like channeling through the staff to try and reorganize this place.
Yeah, Chris. And as you return this disguised staff back into its true form, there's like a resonant ringing, like a chime has been struck that sort of fills the air in here, in this void. It feels like there's a certain amount of rightness to the act. Your telekinetic thing is like a move for you, right?
Yeah, I can do some telekinesis as a let it out move.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll with spirit for me. I'm going to give you a +1 forward on this.
Ka-chow! That's a 10.
That is a 10, which means when you let it out, you're going to be able to perform this. And in fact, as you start channeling your magic through the staff to perform this act of telekinesis, it's like it wants to do this. Like it wants to recreate this circle of runes. Now, for a let it out, you are either, with a 10, you are either going to mark corruption as you reach down into the deepest, darkest parts of yourself to bring forth this power, or it is going to be costly or dangerous or limited in some way. And the way that that would manifest is to awaken something in here.
Oh. Man, I was just gonna take corruption. Let's awaken something.
Yes.
You channel this telekinetic magic that takes these pieces of floating floor etched in runes and forces them back together to recreate this place as it once was. It takes a great deal of effort and concentration. But when it is rejoined, and you're panting and you're sweating from all the effort, that ring of runes begins to glow a faint blue energy. Ezra, as you are watching Chris do this, you see the total concentration it takes, right? You're looking around the room, like you said, trying to pick through things. The textbooks that are in here on these broken bookshelves are way beyond your capability of understanding. They seem like the densest tomes of magical knowledge.
Yep, naturally.
Yeah, your eyes are just sort of like glazing over them, right?
Yeah, like no idea what this is about, just, kind of generally set aside.
So you're moving around, you're glancing around, and you see out in the void of this room, a faint blue light appears the exact moment it does in the runes. And that faint blue light in the distant void begins to fly extremely fast towards you, getting bigger and bigger as it does. And as it does, there's this wailing sound, like a man's voice.
Chris?
I think Chris is still too focused and doesn't even hear you.
All right, I'm going to just say, I'm just going to be like, all right, that's fine. I can deal with this for now. What am I looking at?
Right now, in the immediate moment, it's just this big blue, ball of energy flying directly towards you.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know if there's any. I guess I'm just going to try and transform into a demon.
Oh, gosh.
Okay. That is a roll with blood, right?
Yeah, it is. Most of the time. But I'm just going to mark corruption and use my ability just below the surface. I assume my demon form without a roll and gain all of the options.
This is the first time you have taken your demon form since Azrael sold your soul to Cassia, right?
Absolutely is.
Okay. Something about your demon form has changed. I would like you to tell me what that might be.
I've got butterfly wings now.
The mighty monarch. I love that. Minions.
That is like the best answer you could have given, Zach. I love that. Yeah, you take your full demon form, but instead of the feathery angel wings, they are now these insectoid, these beautiful butterfly wings. What color wings do you have?
They're probably like red and black because demons and stuff. They've got like, but they're pretty cool, pretty beautiful, majestic, but butterfly. Yeah, maybe like a little bit of yellow and stuff in there.
Black with like a red face in them.
I think they're like, and I don't know how Ezra would feel about this. They're really pretty. Like, that's the best word to use for them.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably how they look, right? They're majestic.
Whoa, Ezra, are you glowing with glitter now?
What?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes,
absolutely.
There's kind of like a sparkling red trail of glitter coming from your wings now.
What? What do you, I'm looking around trying to see it.
It's like,
my God, is
like
that
a
glitter?
dog chasing its own tail.
And as you look up and see this, Chris, you see Butterfly Ezra spinning around trying to catch his own glitter, and then gets hit directly by this huge screaming ball of blue energy.
Oh, great.
Oh, that's not good.
Now, Ezra, because you went into your demon form, because you have all the benefits of that, including your armor, I'm not going to have you just like automatically mark harm for this. But this ball of energy does sort of like knock you back, and like you sort of fly from one segment of this like broken room and like bounce off another and another like a skipping stone before you're able to right yourself.
Whew, Jesus, what is that?
And when you both look up and really see it, it's like a about 15 foot tall spinning blue tornado is the best way I'm going to describe it right now. But you hear from within it a man's voice.
No! You should not be here. No one should be here. This is my domain.
Actually, Chris owns this property.
Yeah, check the lease.
Take it up with zoning.
Good luck with that. They're owned by the powers that be.
I am the power that be. I am the power that is. I am the one split in two.
Oh,
What?
that's convenient.
Oh!
Hi, I'm Chris. I'm a wizard, part of the power that be now. You're from centuries ago. Nice to meet you. Should I hold out a hand to shake, or?
I wouldn't do that, Chris.
Such a calm response to that.
All right. Well, look. Hey, Mr. One Split in Two. We've got some important... We've actually been looking for you, and we have some really good questions.
Are you split one or split two?
And you, again, it's just this roar of fury coming from within this blue tornado.
I do not need to submit to your curiosities. You have come where you are not welcome, and for that you will be banished on the next episode of Escape the Dungeon.
Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Knittle. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.